Hey, how's it going? Randall Kane here from North California, wine country. The reason I'm making this today is because, I just turned 41 a few days back. And, sometimes around your birthday, depending on when it is, you're going to have to renew your driver's license, right? So that's what I had to do. So I go to the website to see if just the driver's license renewal, I could probably do most of it because I had an address change, and I could probably do most of the forms online, and then maybe just go down and take the picture and save myself a bunch of time. If you've ever been to the DMV, you're saving time, that's exactly everything you want to do. Anyway, so I go to the website to look for office hours and what you have to do, and they had, a number of different things you had to do for different forms of your driver's license, CDLs, whatnot, if you have tickets, all this stuff. So basically, I'm going to have to go down there and renew the license. I did that. But anyways, while looking at these things, they had their hiring policy also on the website. I don't have a job. I figured, a government job, state-run agency, probably got a good pension, good insurance. So I go to see what the hiring policy is. And their hiring policy and criteria is based on gender and ethnic equity. Now, I've done some research. I think I know what that means, but it's almost, Orwellian or boggling to the mind in a euphoric way. Like, no, of course not. I can't, But yeah, gender and ethnic equity. And I saw that. I knew what it was, And okay, whatever. Anyway, so the next day I go to renew my driver's license, and I'm in there, right? And you look at all the workers back there. There were a couple of males, but they were Hispanic. The rest of them were all females. There was not one white guy working in the whole place. And I remember the hiring policy, and I told my wife, I said, look, there's not one white guy working in this whole place. I was like, gender and ethnic equity. Perfect. Yeah, no white guys. Why don't they just say no white guys? What is this big, long, polysyllabic fucking bullshit for no white guys? Anyways, it brings me upon other things like diversity in schools. Now, I like this one a lot because diversity, it sounds real good. They always have these nice little words for these things, But this diversity not only goes through enrollment criteria, but also the loans from the government. They have a criteria based on the same thing, gender and ethnic equity, diversity. Now, in case you don't know what diversity is, when you go to enroll in your school, well, they offer classes on what diversity is. This is beautiful. It's a three-parter. For the credit, it's a three-part, right? And these are based on basically what you would call privileges in order to learn what diversity is. Now, diversity as a concept wouldn't even be there if it wasn't for one common element. Call it a common enemy, if you will. Now, what you will learn in the diversity class through these three different segments, the first one you're going to learn about, and they're all privileges, is male privilege. All right, that's the first one you're going to learn about, male privilege. Now, I don't know about you or any other guys out there, but as a male, just as a male, I have never received one fucking privilege for any fucking thing. As a matter of fact, it has been quite the opposite, all right? Now, through learning, there are lab groups, course studies you're going to have to do in order to pass just the first part, which is male privilege. After that, you're going to learn about something called white privilege, right? Now, this is my favorite one, white privilege. Now, once again, in my 41 years of life, I have never once seen any privilege come my way, regardless of what it was, because I was white. I went to get a student loan myself, and it took me probably 6 months to get the motherfucker, because they would always keep sending me back to the IRS building, sending me back for more paperwork, putting me back on the phone with any and every government agency to prove that I didn't have the money to go to school, right? And then what would happen is the time would expire for the student loans for that semester, and I would have to wait. But what the 6 months was, I didn't wait. I just kept going. I said, well, put me on the next one, right? Anyways, I had to go through hell for this thing. Finally, thinking I was done with it, I'm going up to the head office, man. I'm going to get my check. I'm like, well, hell yeah, because they had sent me a letter telling me to go. I go over there to get my check, and all they want to do is throw back other paperwork to me and saying that I'm missing this and this and this. And I ain't no fucking racist. Look at me, man. All right? But this black chick comes up behind me, younger than me, of course. And this is exactly how this was stated. It was right behind me. And she goes, yeah, I'm here to get my check. And you know what? I'll be damned. Some dude came from the office with an envelope, put it right up on the counter. She grabbed it. Hey. With a girl, she was out, man. It's probably $5-6 grand right there. Me, I'm getting more paperwork telling me I need more paperwork or I can't qualify, And not to mention, since it's not all done, this shit ain't even started processing yet. Yet she got her check. All right, so, okay, there's another thing as far as, there's the white privilege, right? That was my privilege for being white, I suppose, right? So there's another part of the diversity class you're going to learn, male privilege and white privilege. And this other one's really good. The last part of it, you're going to learn about heterosexual privilege. So in society, as a heterosexual male, I have enjoyed a bunch of privileges. Being 41 years old, I'm thinking back at all these cool-ass privileges that I enjoyed as a heterosexual. Shit, women just clamming all over me, man, dick wet 24 hours a day because I'm a heterosexual. Didn't happen. Didn't fucking happen. All right? So let's just get this straight. In diversity here, it's not too hard to see who the common enemy or the criminal is. And what is it? What do we got? Male privilege, heterosexual privilege, white privilege. Boy, white heterosexual males. Yeah, there's the axis of evil for you. Right there, buddy. White guys who like pussy. Well,